Just in his house, bringing another great edition of Call of Duty for me to you, because that's what I do. Objective-based, solo gameplay, ground war domination, underground, using the M4A1 silenced. My streaks are the Predator missile, Reaper, AC-130. My secondaries are Akimbo, FMG-9s. My lethal is the regular frag grenade. My tactical is the smoke grenade. And a lot of times I'm looking on YouTube, you know, I've been looking on YouTube lately, and I've been seeing a lot of people just going off. I don't know if you guys want to like hear about the gameplay or maybe some strategies. Maybe you're new out there and you're just like, you're tired of clicking on videos where just people are going on about, you know, their things in their life, or, you know, Moabs, you know, have nothing to do with the objective. I'm going to try to cover some things for normal players out there. 360,000 players on Xbox, 500,000 players or so on PSN, or how many ever so on the PC, which probably doesn't concern you because I'm playing off the Xbox. Nonetheless, I'm using the M4A1 Abrams, or the M4A, I think is it? Yeah, M4. I just call it the M4 silenced. Now, when you're ranking back up, it's a great weapon to use. See, I was losing a lot of games, and when you're losing a lot of games and you're playing solo, the best thing to do is lock down B and play objective to your team. You know, that way you can pretty much, if you're a good player, you could teeter them to the win. So I'm pretty much holding down the flag B here. I got the Akimbos out, making sure nothing's going on around here. I don't know. We got C and B, and pretty much we're gonna push up now. And I loop back around. See, this was the great thing about Akimbos. You can take out multiple targets. I ran out of ammo, picked up the AK-47, and I knew there was a guy coming over to B. I didn't want him to. I was looking for him. I couldn't find him. I knew he was trying to sneak out to C and cap, and I know we don't have nobody back there, so I was gonna take him out. Pretty much now it just nullifies that whole situation. Now I want to go back here and check out, you know, make sure there isn't any stragglers going back to C. So I'm gonna go ahead and there's nothing going on back here. The fight's mostly between A and B, and pretty much giving my team support with the Reaper now. Now I'm using the Reaper because what it does is when you're playing ground war domination, gives you if you can get the streak, gives you the ability to slow down the other team from advancing to the flag that they're trying to capture like B. Now right there, I hit the reload button on accident. I don't know what happened, but I come back here, try to get these guys off of B. That wasn't happening. So now we're only on C, or now we're triple cap right now. So it was like, okay, we got to work it back. We lost a flag, so had to come back, make sure get everybody off of C. You know, they kind of overstretched themselves in this situation. I think we're close to, we're winning by like maybe 10 or 20. I see this guy over here, he called a Predator, took him out. Didn't want him to come over here while we were capping the flag. Capture the flag, you know, multitasking, call it the AC-130, kind of pound the B flag, so our team keep them off C while I'm pounding the B flag, so that way we can come back up and try to take that flag over. Fortunately, I killed myself for some. I think it was like I was trying to make sure that these guys would not get flag C. I was going to die anyway, so I was going to take that out and just pound the shit out of B so our guys can come through. And that last hit took out most of those guys in there. Now I'm going to throw down the smoke. Now watch this situation right here. I throw down the smoke. I know my guys are already going to be pressing on B, so I take out the Akimbos, which just takes out multiple targets. Now you think I would have went back and cleared them out? No, that's not going to happen because they're just going to spawn off the A like they're yeah, off of A, and they're going to come back down to B. So I'll let them work on B. Let your team, like if you're working with a weak team, let your team take over B, and then you stop the flow from coming to A, and that pretty much, you know, they can capture that flag. And once you capture C and B, we pretty much lock it down. Then I loop back down and around, because I know they're going to be coming off B, and they're going to go back up top. Let them go out there, let them be the meat shields, do cleanup, and loop back around and get the Predator missile. So you kind of see the mindset that I'm sitting in. You know, if you're in this position and you play like this, then you just want to keep looping back up. And then I guess the pressure points right here, I was looking at, that shadow off the ground caught me off guard because I was thinking it was another person coming down. But in all actuality, I just, you know, sometimes I overthink things. And, you know, I thought somebody was in there with us and I did the real 360 spin around move. But anyways, this is a good spot right here. making sure that they don't loop back around and try to flank us on B. So I was holding this side, and you can hold off the top of this truck. So as long as I know we got C, I'm not really worried about it. All I was really worried about them was flanking us back through the backside of B, and then watching the top of A. So as long as you're watching the top of A, you know, and you've got the M4, which is silencer, it's just as good as the ACR. I mean, it's not as good, but it's very steady, and I think I got kick on it too as well. So yeah, I'm sorry I didn't mention the proficiencies I had on there. Next time I'll try to do that. You guys let me know if you'd like to see, you know, just real objective-based gameplay, or do you want to see, you know, what do you want to see as far as like, I really want to talk about the gameplay. And there I got pissed off right there. I was like, I ran in the building and got hit by the Predator missile. And I was like, you know what, I'm time to move up. It looks like our team's got him at a stalemate. So I wanted to make sure that, look at this guy camping. Maybe he was hoping his teammates would come up and he was going to cover them. But I wanted to make sure that they weren't going to flank us on C. I kind of moved up here halfway flanked when I should have just went full flank. Instead, I was thinking I was going to catch them and then loop back around again and then catch them. It was like a half loop flank. Probably I should have went full loop on the flank, and we kind of overstretched our boundaries, kind of pushed them a little bit. Pretty much know that we got these guys, our team's a little bit, you know, pushing pretty hard, so we pretty much got A covered. Here I got out of position, should have just been going for the flank, but I was like caught between C and A and didn't, you know, where am I going to go? And so I'm like, you know, we got C and B, you know, let's go ahead and play cleanup. So making sure right here this guy's trying to run the C. That's all you got to do. Just make sure they don't go to C, keep down C and B, and, you know, do the full flank. Now here I'm making sure that it's probably like a three-quarter flank. Look at that. That's what the akimbos are good for. Turn around, drop shot, making sure there's one, two. Always if there's one guy, there's another guy behind him. You might as well go ahead and take them all out. And that's why I roll with them. You know, the most efficient thing is defeating your enemy. So it doesn't matter, you know, if you want to fall under the peer pressure of it ain't cool to use the weapons. That's not my problem. They're in the game. I'm going to use them. And I want to, you know, I want to win. So that, you know, especially if I'm rolling solo. I'm not like the other guys rolling 9 or 10 deep on a team and oh look, man, look, I used a shotgun and I got 50 kills. Yeah, of course you got 50 kills because you got 9 other guys camping the spot. That's how come you got so many kills with your shotgun. You know, these guys, they post these videos and then they talk about other things that have nothing to do with the game. It's just, I don't know, it gets to the point where it gets pretty ridiculous. So I'm gonna try to cover. You guys tell me. You guys want to see where I just talk about what's going on in the game, because I think nobody does that anymore. I don't even see anybody doing it. Anyways, so I make sure I watch the back of us while we're capping this flag, because I always know that they're going to, you got one guy looking this way and they want to have another guy looking the other way. That's the whole point, you know, of running this, the gameplay like this. You know, you want to make sure you cover all the entrances in your, you know, so many times they got like 5 guys capping the flag and looking one way, and then you get killed. You're like, what the hell, you know? So here I busted flag B with the Predator missile right then and there. If I didn't do that, they would have capped B, and we'd have probably started losing. And so that was pretty pivotal move right there on my part. I got the Reaper. Yeah, and see, I called in the Predator missile, and then they called the EMP, so I wouldn't have been able to take flag B. They would have been pushing us on A. We probably would have lost this game, but fortunately, I was able to send down that Predator, hit B, and my team was coming down to hold B from them advancing from C. And then they had the EMP, so we pretty much, you know, that was it. They were done. You know, we just went back and started pressuring around C, and then yeah, that's how they do half flanks, full flanks back, reverse back onto their flags, and you can pretty much take them out. That's a fun part about this when you're playing objective based. Like, obviously, if you're not playing objective based and you're just going for MOABs and scores, you're not going to see this type of gameplay. But you tell me what you guys think's more important to view on YouTube, talking about the gameplay, what I'm using, what tactics I'm using, so on and so forth. If that makes more sense to you to help out your gameplay, you guys let me know. Because I'm not seeing that out there. I'm not seeing that. People talking about their foot, their fingers, their movies and shit, and their balls and all that. Let's talk about the game. Get in the game. I mean, it gets boring sometimes, but if you change it up and you use different shit, it won't get boring. So let me know, guys. I try to use tactics that actually work in the game. If you want to see match-specific gameplay, let me know on that as well. I mean, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this gameplay in your weekend. Until next time, it's your boy Fist. Peace. I'm out.